maybe from a coaching perspective, kind of second guess, the decisions in the game. From my perspective, I kind of took the loss on the shoulders with that, but I told the guys, I said we're okay, we're going to be fine, and it was the same message that we conveyed to them last year when we suffered the loss to Chanute. Which was later in the tournament, but it was just as heartbreaking and devastating to that as well. So, we knew we were going to bounce back. We knew we had what kind of a quality the character of our kids are, and we knew we were going to get up and fight. What I didn't expect to happen was the intensity of the fight to just take off from there, and I guess I shouldn't have been that surprised, but it's been kind of an up and down season with them, the way that we're emotionally attacking in the game. So we just basically just came out swinging, and that was great to see, and that's just a testament to, like I said, the character of these kids.
Well, after that ball game in the 7-4 loss, I know there obviously was concern, because now you got to win 6 in a row to win the whole tournament. I mean,
right.
When you start that way, it's got to be a 6-game run. You have that in you based on the season that you had. I mean, it could be done. But so you had to turn around the next day and face an Arc City team that also lost their first round game. But I know you and I talked last week about them, that you were concerned they're a team that hits the ball well, that they play the game very well, and you came out and you shut them out. Yeah,
it was, Trenton Ferguson just came out firing BBs, and it was a situation that Arc City got no hit in the first round with Oskaloosa, so I anticipated that they were going to come out attacking. Again, they're a young team. We had scouting reports on them. I'd seen them once in the zone down in Newton, and then got to see them against Oskaloosa. Saw how Oskaloosa was attacking them, and was able to kind of develop a game plan with Trenton, and we were able to get on them and put a couple runs on the board early, which always flips the pressure to the other team, and we were able to keep them off balance enough to get the win.
Well, and again, a great comeback after the first day. Didn't expect to have an L in the column, but come back with Arc City, shut them out on the next day, and then that was the only game you had on Thursday.
Right.
Did you feel kind of a big deep breath, sigh of relief from everybody after that game, getting that win? Obviously, you're back against the wall, and you had to win it, but could you kind of feel, hey, we got one, now here we go?
The crazy thing about that was that day we really haven't talked about was we had a little bit extra time. We had a few extra hours because that game was originally scheduled at noon.
Right.
Skies open up, downpour night before, and the game gets pushed back to 3 o'clock. And we were washed off Drake. So we had to go play on South, which is skin infield. We're used to that, and we're used to that field. We practice on it all the time, and we played over in Oskaloosa on a skin infield this year. So, I think the couple hours, the extra couple hours, maybe the extra few hours of sleep, the extra few hours of just being away from the park, it kind of maybe gave us that little extra that we needed to kind of hit the reset button and refocus, and maybe we had some extra help from above on that side of things, and it's kind of happened recently with my favorite team. So it's one of those deals that I don't know what would have happened at noon, but I took it as we took it as a gift, and we ran with it. We were able to get our composure together and just remember who we were, and that was the defending champion. So we knew that we could come out and do some big things against Arc City's pitching and against and keep them off the board. And I think that just really helped us to kind of springboard us into what would be a pretty memorable run,
to say the least. If you're just joining us, we're talking with Brian Long, head coach of the Ottawa Aeros American Legion baseball team, 3-time defending state champion, AAA state champs. We'll talk more, kind of relive the state tournament because it's worth reliving. So we're 1-1 at this point after Arc City. We'll come back, talk about the Nickerson and Chanute game after this break. You're listening to the Ottawa Aeros American Legion Baseball Coaches Show, sponsored by Pizza Time on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Next time, it's time for pizza. Make it Ottawa's own Pizza Time. 785-242-TIME. Now put that in your speed dial, and while you're doing it, I'll tell you about the menu. Delicious pizza, of course, with your choice of traditional toppings, or you can get a specialty pie like the Meat Lovers. There's a taco or buffalo chicken. And speaking of chicken, check out their wings. Not to mention salads, sandwiches, famous cheese bread, and more. Locally owned and operated and proud home to the weekly Ottawa American Legion Baseball Coaches Show. Dine in, delivery, or carry out. Pizza Time. 785-242-TIME.
All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating in Ottawa presents another way to make you feel better. Before you spring into the great outdoors, don't neglect the great indoors. All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating keeps you feeling better with a new Lennox home comfort system. And now you can get up to a $1,700 rebate on a new Lennox system. Call All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating at their new number, 8888 Airman, or visit them online at allseasons-ac-heat.com. All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating, locally owned and treating you like family. Call today, 8888 Airman.
If you have some things you need to sell, there's a couple ways you can go about it. One is to spend your weekend in the hot summer sun running a garage sale. Or you can let the Eastern Kansas Auction Barn do all the heavy lifting for you. Whatever it is, cars, electronics, furniture, jewelry, even big estates. Oh, and don't worry, Daryl and his staff will handle everything with care. Call Daryl right now so he can get your stuff into the August 26 auction. 785-241-0208. The big, comfortable Eastern Kansas Auction Barn. It's the best way to sell your stuff.
O'Reilly. Stop by and pick up Shell Rotella Heavy Duty Motor Oil for $13.99 per gallon at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Protect from sludge and wear and extend the life of your engine with Shell Rotella Heavy Duty Motor Oil, $13.99 a gallon at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
New trends are in. One Big Sales rule. And we've got all your must-haves for back to school. Goodies is having a One Big Sale. This 3-day doorbuster gets you 50% off almost everything in-store and online. It's the perfect way to stock up for back to school. Save on tees, shorts, shoes, and more. The One Big Sale is all day, Friday through Sunday, August 4th to the 6th. And remember, it's tax-free time, so you can save even more. Goodies. What will new bring out in you? Goodies is part of our Sage family. Offer exclusions apply.
Napa know-how.
If your car's due up for an oil change, but you've been holding out till Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil was on sale for just $5.79 a quart, does that mean you've been patient or you've been procrastinating? Either way, your procrastination just paid off, because you can get Mobil 1 full synthetic for just $5.79 a quart. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General states pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer expires 8/31/17.
Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball in East Central Kansas is KOFO. Home and away, you can hear all the action in 2017 on 103.7 FM and 1220. Brought to you by our many game sponsors and title sponsor Beckman Motors. We'll join the Royals and Orioles in progress from Camden Yards tonight after Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball at the Mid-South Regional Tournament in New Orleans. Don't miss Royals baseball on KOFO.
And welcome back to the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball Coaches Show, sponsored by Pizza Time. Glad to have you along today, and we continue our chat with head coach Brian Long, now the 3-time defending state champ head coach Brian Long. We talked before the break about the Hayes and Arc City games. Again, the Hayes coming out of the gate with a loss, and then jump back with the 5-0 shutout of Arc City. Friday, we kind of dove into those two games. We call that the 5-2 squared Friday, because both games ended up with the same score. Took on a Nickerson ball club in your first round game, and again, a 5-2 tight ball game to come away with a win.
Yeah, it was a solid victory for us. It ended up being a 5-2 win, but it really didn't feel like it was that close. Chance Crowley pitched a heck of a ball game, and they really didn't. They really weren't much of a threat to us, down the stretch. They got a couple of runs, but I felt like Chance was on cruise control most of the game. He may tell you otherwise, but I was comfortable with him, the whole game, and that really became the game where, maybe we started believing in ourselves again, and maybe believing that we could do this and taking it one game at a time. And that was the message after the Hayes game, to come back. They gave us the way it works is when you win a game after the first 2 games they give you the lineup card after your game if you're still eligible. And so every time we were coming back afterwards, I'd hold up the scorecard and say, we got another one, okay? We got to get another one. We got to get another one.
Right.
And it became kind of a rallying cry, there for the end. So we, kept the guys focused on what was at hand, the one game at a time mentality, that's how you get back into things. And, we were able to get that 5-2 victory over Nickerson. That Nickerson team's a young team.
Yeah.
A lot of those teams, and they're a young team where we're kind of an aged team in many respects. So, it was good to get that win, get it out of the way, and move on in the evening.
Moved on to a team you know quite well. You faced Chanute in the evening ball game, and it's about the 47th time you played them this year, it seems like?
Man, over the last 3 years, I think anything that could happen with those guys in a game has happened, and again, it was another classic.
Well, I know going in, when I knew you were going to face Chanute in the evening, I just kind of held my breath a little bit and thought, oh boy, here we go again. It's Chanute. You've played him so many times this year, and I thought if they can get past this one on Friday night, and then kind of get into the weekend with a short tournament really at that point. But boy, that Chanute ball game, I just held my breath on that one. I really
the
did.
only one. Yeah, it was a nerve-wracking game from a standpoint, but it was also a game that we didn't have to try too hard to get the guys up for it, and we were into it, and we were excited, and one of the other things that we said that when you go to the losers bracket, that every game that you play, you've got an opportunity to end somebody's season, and that's kind of maybe sounds callous or cold, but that's that's competitor side too. You're going on and they're going home,
right?
In that sense. So we had a chance to really effectively end their season for the third straight season, for the third straight year. Of course, the first year we played them in the championship as zone. And they had an opportunity to come back, later on that evening. But for the most part, we've had a good, run of trying to send a team that we definitely identify as our rival.
Right.
We had a chance to send them home, so we were into it. They were into it. It was a great back and forth game. It was very close, and while that game was the same score as the Nickerson game,
they were 2 different ball games.
None of us were breathing. Jared Prende came out, and that dude's a warrior. That guy's, he's such a fighter. That wrestler mentality, and he can transfer that out into onto the ball field, and for him to go out and throw the way he did, he's been so phenomenal. This season for us on the mound, and we've kind of. We've probably not used him enough, but he's just gone out every time we've given him the ball and done what we needed to do to get us into the win column. And between him and Trenton and Chance, they haven't suffered a setback. So I feel real comfortable with those guys for sure. You
know what I noticed in that Chanute game when I was there? I noticed the kids, even if there was a little blip in the road here, a little error there, maybe a mental error there, whatever, you didn't see the shoulders drop.
Yeah.
It was just that happened, let's move on kind of thing. And seeing that, you've been around ball enough. You see teams, when you see the shoulders go down, you can kind of tell, they're done. With you guys, you could tell shoulders didn't droop, heads were still up, and they were still playing to win.
Yeah, champions, man. I mean, these guys have been in big game situations, majority of them with us the last few years. But even the new guys have been in situations in the past that they've been able to, overcome obstacles, overcome hurdles, and that's a testament to their character. Again, we keep talking about that C word, that character word. So, it's one of those. Like you said, you make an error, your teammate makes an error. So what? You get the next one. There's going to be another play. You strike out. You strike out looking, which we have a propensity to do in bad situations, so what? Your teammates got your back. And once we've kind of bought into that, then it became a lot easier to bounce back. And that really shows the mark of a team that's maturing and now starting to click on all cylinders.
We're reliving the AAA state championship for the Ottawa Arrows with head coach Brian Long, and we'll continue to talk more to Brian and more, sponsored by Pizza Time on the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball Coaches Show. Don't go away. We'll be right back to talk more about the weekend and what a fun weekend was with wins over Hayes and a couple over Great Bend. You're listening to the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball Coaches Show on KOFO.
Next time it's time for pizza. Make it Ottawa's own Pizza Time. See what I did there? Time for pizza, Pizza Time. Well, it's even in their phone number, 785-242-TIME. Put that in your speed dial now, and while you do that, I'll tell you about the menu. Well, delicious pizza, of course, with your choice of toppings, or get a specialty pie like the Meat Lovers or taco or buffalo chicken. Speaking of chicken, check out their wings. Not to mention salads and sandwiches, famous cheese bread, and more. Locally owned and operated and proud home to the weekly Ottawa American Legion Baseball Coaches Show. Dine in, delivery, or carry out. Pizza Time. 785-242, say it with me, TIME.
If you've never had dinner at the Brandon Iron Bar and Grill in Princeton, go ahead and check us out online. Just use your smartphone and Google us. We're on TripAdvisor, Yelp, Facebook, and at our own website, thebrandiniron.com, where you can take a look at our menu and get your cravings started for what we call country cuisine. A plate full of hot roast beef and brown gravy. We serve smoked pork chops, and our hand-breaded chicken fried steak is a favorite. Our sizzling flame-grilled steaks can't be beat. Our website even features a secret items menu, thebrandiniron.com, in Princeton on Highway 59.
Today's cars made with high-strength steel and aluminum require new technology to be safely repaired. Here at CarStar, we provide our employees with education that is recognized by automobile manufacturers as well as your insurance company. Your car is a major investment, and we want to help you protect your family with a quality of work that you can rely on. Call 785-242-8916. That's 785-242-8916, and relax. We'll take it from here.
Lots of things take 15 minutes, like sitting through a halftime show or running a very slow mile. Well, Buffalo Wild Wings wants to add one more to the list, the B-Dubs Fast Break Lunch. Order from this menu and you'll get your lunch in 15 minutes or it's free. So put in your order, count all the tiles on our ceiling, and voila, 15 minutes and your food has arrived. Or it's on us. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Valid for tables of 6 or less, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at participating locations. For dine-in only. Other restrictions apply. See participating location for details.
For nearly 100 years, folks have trusted Blue Star medicated ointment to relieve the pain and itching of almost any skin irritation.
It works on my son's dry, itching feet and their jock itch.
I had this rash on my neck. Nothing worked until Blue Star.
Blue Star worked great on my ringworm without steroids.
My wife and I have been using Blue Star for years. It's never let us down.
Look for the white box with the Blue Star in the first aid section. Feel Blue Star work fast, or your money back.
Using the Groupon app, you can save up to $100 a week on what you do every day, like haircuts. Because even if you don't need a haircut, you're eventually going to need a haircut. Unless you're bald, in which case Groupon can save you a lot of money on skincare. The point is, using Groupon can save you up to $100 a week. Getting a massage? Check Groupon. Mani-pedi? Check Groupon. Looking for nearby yoga classes? Use the top-rated Groupon app to save up to $100 a week on what you do every day. Download the app and save. Groupon.
New trends are in. One big sales rule. And we've got all your must-haves for back to school. Goodies is having a one big sale. This 3-day doorbuster gets you 50% off almost everything in-store and online. It's the perfect way to stock up for back to school. Save on tees, shorts, shoes, and more. The one big sale is all day, Friday through Sunday, August 4th to the 6th. And remember, it's tax-free time, so you can save even more. Goodies. What will new bring out in you? Goodies is part of our Sage family. Offer exclusions apply.
Welcome back to the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball Coaches Show, sponsored by Pizza Time. Derek Chappell along with Arrows head coach Brian Long, the defending state champs, 3-time defending state champs, over a fantastic weekend that everybody's still talking about, and it's worth reliving. So we're doing that today on the Coaches Show. And again, we want to invite you to Pizza Time. Join their $29.99 family special anytime during the lunch hour or the afternoon. It's one large specialty pizza, one large single topping pizza, 4 breadsticks, and 4 fountain drinks. And again, a thanks to the fine folks at Pizza Time for taking care of us on the Coaches Show week after week. So, Brian, you're 3-1 at this point after the Chanute win on Friday night. You head into Saturday against Hayes, the team that gave you the loss in the first round. Safe to say no love lost between you and that ball club, and we won't really have to dive into that. But anybody that was there knows what I'm talking about. But what an exciting ball game, to say the least, and what a great finish for you guys. What a great contest.
Yeah, it was a fun game to be a part of, especially coming out. I think I probably would have had a different view of it had we not had a big hit there late. But Hayes is a young team. The kid we faced in that game, that Palmer Hutchison, has a great story. Had a medical condition that kind of took him out of sports. He's a great athlete. He's a tall kid. He's going to be a junior, and he's got a great career ahead of him. But he's got a great story about how he's persevered personally over health issues and things, and he's somebody that we had it circled on our paper as probably the guy you don't want to have beat you. And I think I said that several times to our guys. And I not into forecasting or anything like that for weather, but I can see that kid's going to have a future in athletics if his health holds up, throughout. He's a great talent, and he was on the mound and threw a good game, gave him a chance to win. We just were able to put enough plays together late. And
well, your backs were against the wall late in this ball game, and then Brock Huddleston comes through with a great big hit.
Yeah, down to our last out, and actually Owen Lamar's up to bat, and he grounds a ball that probably could have been 2 to end the season. And he busts it out of the box and gets down the line and forces them to maybe hitch on the throw and catch, and he gets down there and extends the game, and that's what you do. That's a fighter.
Yeah.
And Owen's one of those kids that he's been through the program. He started single A and toiled a full year down there, and then came up and saw some time last year, and this year he's taken a step into that leadership role. And it's a kid that I'm proud that he's gotten a chance to play and exhibit what he's capable of doing from that perspective. And I know the other part of it, going back to game 1 with them, is that they had he made what was probably he would tell you a big error at second, and he just never gave up, never let his head drop, and beat that ball out and gave Big Brock a chance. And
Brock delivered. He knocked in a 2 RBI base hit for you to walk-off hit to win that ball game 6-5 over Hayes and send them home. And what a great perseverance by your team to come back and beat the team that gave you that first loss and give you a chance to play against Great Bend, which you turned right around and did in game 1. So going to Great Bend, they're undefeated in the tournament so far. You've got 1 loss, and you're still rolling along with that 1 loss. And this one you got up early, kind of chipped away, and came away with a big 9-1 win.
Yeah, it was a great game, coming off the heels of the Hayes game with, the way Johnny Nash pitched. We threw Dalton Rankin, and he comes out and throws a gem. And, that was a phenomenal thing. And it just catapulted us into a lot of momentum. It was an emotional game against Hayes to be able to win the way we did. It's tough to hit the reset button and then go back at a team and try to focus on getting another one. So it was I was proud of the guys for being able to do that. That's not easy.
Not easy. And so what happened with the 9-1 win on Saturday means you get to go to sleep and you get to play again one more game. It all comes down to one more, and we're going to talk about the big win on Sunday against Great Bend, and we'll do that after this break. You're listening to the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball Coaches Show, sponsored by Pizza Time on KOFO.
Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast.
An annual range membership at the Gun Guys gets you discounts on lane fees and merchandise and starts at just $25. The Gun Guys Premier Indoor Range at 412 South Main, downtown Ottawa. Visit thegunguys.net.
Today it's going to be sunny with a high of 86 tonight, partly clear, the low 66. Tomorrow, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 in the afternoon. Partly sunny, the high 83. Tomorrow night, clear with a low of 55. In your extended forecast, Friday sunny with a high of 77. Friday night clear with a low of 56. 82 in Garnett, 83 in Baldwin at the Ottawa Municipal Airport. Winds are out of the northwest at 5. Relative humidity is 51%. Barometric pressure is steady at 30 and 1/10 of an inch of mercury. It's sunny and 82 at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
When you do it right, people notice. Take Ottawa's own Pizza Time. A perfect score on Yelp. Well, listen to the reviews. Jack C. said, "This is my favorite lunch location. It's a must-stop every time I'm in town." John R. from Washington, D.C. comes to Pizza Time whenever he's in town and says, "They never skimp on the toppings and the crust is made from scratch. Service is excellent and the delivery time is super fast." Read it for yourself at Yelp or TripAdvisor or check them out on Facebook. Pizza Time does it right. Dine in, carry out, delivery. All you can eat lunch buffet, too. 785-242-TIME.
Hey folks, Josh here with QSI. Now's the time to buy. If you've been thinking about that garage, hobby shop, horse barn, or even a barn for your farm equipment, give us a call today. Let one of our experienced salespeople tell you about the QSI Advantage and why you should choose QSI over one of our competitors. Call us today, 1-800-374-6988, or as always, log on to qualitystructures.com for more information.
New trends are in. One big sales rule. And we've got all your must-haves for back to school. Goodies is having a one big sale. This 3-day doorbuster gets you 50% off almost everything in-store and online. It's the perfect way to stock up for back to school. Save on tees, shorts, shoes, and more. The one big sale is all day, Friday through Sunday, August 4th to the 6th. And remember, it's tax-free time, so you can save even more. Goodies. What will new bring out in you? Goodies is part of our Sage family. Offer exclusions apply.
O'Reilly.
Stop by and pick up Shell Rotella Heavy Duty Motor Oil for $13.99 per gallon at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Protect from sludge and wear and extend the life of your engine with Shell Rotella Heavy Duty Motor Oil, $13.99 a gallon at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Right now at the Home Depot, Ortho Bug Be Gone 32-ounce concentrate, ready to spray, or 10-pound bag is your choice, 2 for just $10. There's no magic to making bugs disappear, but there is Bug Be Gone. It'll knock out over 100 types of insects for fewer pests in your lawn and more money in your pocket. Start your own disappearing act with Ortho Bug Be Gone. Your choice, 2 for just $10. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through August 2nd while supplies last, U.S. only.
A Wendy's Frosty is something special. And for a limited time, a Frosty is just 50 cents. An American classic for a classic price. It's not quite a milkshake, not quite an ice cream cone. It's definitely chocolate or vanilla. That choice is on you. Use a spoon or a French fry. Anything goes. A Frosty makes summer special. Yep, there's nothing quite like a Frosty. And there's nothing quite like this deal. A Frosty for 50 cents. Get yours before this deal melts away.
Small Frosty only at participating Wendy's for a limited time. Offer not valid in Alaska and Hawaii.
Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball in East Central Kansas is KOFO. Home and away, you can hear all the action in 2017 on 103.7 FM and 1220. Brought to you by our many game sponsors and title sponsor Beckman Motors. We'll join the Royals and Orioles in progress from Camden Yards tonight after Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball at the Mid-South Regional Tournament in New Orleans. Don't miss Royals baseball on KOFO.
And we're back for our final segment on today's Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball Coaches Show, sponsored by Pizza Time. We're glad to have you with us on another edition of the Coaches Show. And Brian, before the break, we talked about the win on Saturday night against Great Bend, 9-1. That means Sunday you got one game, winner take all, loser goes home, the whole 9 yards. And at that point, could you believe you'd made it through 5 in a row to get there?
I didn't even stop to think about it, honestly. It was, when that stuff starts happening, you don't focus on anything but what's in front of you because you've got enough to do.
It was just such a whirlwind of days that they just had to run together on you.
Yeah, it seemed like when it was going on, it was taking forever. And now that it's over, it seemed like it went so fast.
It really did. It did for me as well. So the Great Bend game, like we said, it's winner take all. Here you go. You come in, and you came out, and you just basically use a sports metaphor. You punched them right in the mouth right from the first inning.
Yeah, that's the second year in a row we've done that. Last year we got 4 in the first, 3 in the second, and before Chinook could even get up there, it was, in the fourth, and they're in danger of getting run ruled. So did the same thing. We knew if we came out, we'd been there. We'd been there and done it before. And I think, I told the guys, I said, if we can get up early on them, you're going to see a different team. And I just kept saying, give me. I kept saying at the beginning, give me 7, give me 7 innings of hard work, give me 7 innings of this. And these kids don't understand English, I guess, and they put 7 runs up on the board in the first inning. So, I'll
careful what you ask for.
To heck, it's one of those things that you never know. So they came out and just swung the bats really well. Trevor's bomb got us going. But, key there is JP getting on base, too. Yeah. So, that's a 2-run bomb from Trevor. Keegan Finch, who had struggled, admittedly struggled, throughout the last week, 10 days, 2 weeks maybe. He comes up huge, and, we're 4-0, and he hits a 3-run bomb to stretch that out. And at that point in time, we as a champion, we just landed a critical blow.
Yeah.
And
they knowing your team, there's no let up after that.
No,
hey, we got them down. Here we go.
And that's a big thing. And that the thing was, we knew that was their ace, and they'd managed to put him in that position, and to get on their ace like that, it was just like, doesn't matter whatever they bring in, we're going to be able to get on them. And we were able to get some space early, allowed Brock to get out and get comfortable on the mound, and he pitched a whale of a game. Then Trevor comes in, slams the door shut, and off we go.
10-6 win, state championship, 3 in a row. I know we're running short on time, and I want to talk about the Mid-South Regional that you're playing in later today, but just in a word or 2 or 3, tell me how you feel about the end, 3 in a row, state champions, and just your emotions.
I'm so proud of this. I'm so proud of this team. Couldn't be happier for them. Couldn't be happier for this community, the people that support us, the alumni. Man, I sound like a race car driver trying to mention all the sponsors, but it's a phenomenal accomplishment by these guys, and I couldn't be more proud. I mean, I have tears in my eyes just thinking about the last 24 hours or so.
There's a lot of people around here that are proud of you and proud of those boys, and what a great experience to see that happen, and what a great story and perseverance that the younger players, the Junior Legion, other kids coming up in ball too, can see that and say it can be done. And that's, I think, a testament to you and your coaching staff and your ball club with that never give up attitude. So congratulations again, but now you've got another task at hand. Today in the Mid-South Regional Tournament, you've round 1 game against the Louisiana champions. That's at 4:30 today on KOFO. Pregame show with the Wise Guys Construction Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic pregame show around 4:15 today. Just to mention, you got teams from Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Oklahoma, of course you being Kansas. You've got another team from Louisiana and the host team also from Louisiana. So it's an 8-team tourney, and you have no idea about any of these teams.
I know who they're going to face when they face us.
That's it.
And that's, I'm very confident with our guys. I've got, full confidence in every one of our 18 players and coaches. And I don't really care who we play. They're gonna have their hands full from that standpoint, because these guys are not going to give up. They're not going to back down. It doesn't matter the size of the dog. It's going to matter the heart of the dog, and that's where we're coming from. So I can't wait to get this going and see what we've got against some of the better teams in the nation.
Well, I got to believe there aren't too many teams coming into this tournament, even though they're all champions, of course. I'm not sure how many other had to win 6 in a row to get there, but you're on a roll. You're going in, and we wish you the best of luck. Again, as you'll hear the games from Kirsch Rooney Stadium in New Orleans today on the Mid-South Regional Tournament. Ball game today for the Ottawa Arrows, 4:30. Pregame show on KOFO about 4:15. Good luck, and we'll chat next week after your regional champs.
Thanks, Derek. Appreciate it.
You've been listening to the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball Coaches Show, sponsored by Pizza Time. They'll take care of you with the family special. Come down and see the fine folks at Pizza Time anytime. And join us again next week for the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball Coaches Show, sponsored by Pizza Time on 1220 and 103.7 FM.
Information
KOFO.
and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Here's the latest from ABC News. I'm Alex Stone. President Trump unveils new immigration legislation.
The RAISE Act will reduce poverty, increase wages, and save taxpayers billions and billions of dollars. It will do this by changing the way the United States issues green cards to nationals from other countries.
ABC's Karen Travers has more.
President Trump is throwing his support behind legislation that would dramatically cut legal immigration levels over the next decade. The White House says the goal is to prioritize the most highly skilled immigrants through a merit-based immigration system in order to protect low-skilled American workers. Two Republican senators, Tom Cotton of Arkansas and David Perdue of Georgia, are leading the effort on this legislation, working with the White House on what they say is a key part of the president's America First agenda. There is considerable opposition from immigration groups, Democrats, and even some business groups and moderate Republicans. Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
The president also signing into law a sweeping sanctions package aimed at Russia. It's in response to meddling in the presidential election. The bill passed overwhelmingly in the House and Senate. The president calls it clearly unconstitutional. Took several days to sign it. In Ohio, Attorney General Jeff Sessions discussing the opioid epidemic.
Ohio does appear to be, with a number of states, to be at the center of this crisis. On average, one person in Columbus dies of a drug overdose every day.
He was speaking to a crowd in Columbus. Ohio leads the nation in opioid-related deaths with over 4,100 killed last year. In Minnesota, at least one person is dead after an explosion at a Minneapolis high school.
It was a very loud explosion, and all the ceiling tiles collapsed. Some of the windows imploded.
Fire officials are looking for 3 unaccounted-for people. A gas leak may have caused that explosion. Record day on Wall Street, Dow topping 22,000. This is ABC News.
Ready? Okay. We got paper. Yes, we do. White rolled notebooks, pencils, glue. We got erasers just for you. Shaped like ice cream, donuts too. We've lowered prices on school supplies all season long to put some pep in your back-to-school prep. Target's got everything you need to ready, set, go back to school. We've got folders, yes we do. Cars, Shopkins, Minions too. We've got crayons every hue. School supplies for your whole crew.
Blue Star medicated ointment works fast to relieve the pain and itch of almost any skin irritation.
It's amazing. It's like as soon as you put it on, you can feel it working. We've had Blue Star in the family for years. It works on everything.
I love the cooling sensation on my athlete's foot.
What a relief for my eczema.
Nothing worked on my dry, cracked skin until I tried Blue Star.
Blue Star is great for scalp itch.
Look for the white box with the Blue Star in the first aid section. Feel Blue Star work fast, or your money back.
Amazon is on a hiring spree, recruiting thousands across the country.
In this one day, Amazon by itself can reverse the trend in retail employment, which has mainly declined since October of last year. Amazon has 50,000 jobs to fill in what it calls fulfillment centers across the country. Those are where products are packed and shipped to fulfill customer orders. There are positions open in 10 cities, and Amazon said it would make thousands of on-the-spot job offers to qualified candidates. The labor market is tight. There's a shrinking pool of job seekers, so Amazon said it would offer highly competitive wages and benefits. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
In New York City, a man wanted for stealing a rare tortoise named Millennial has turned himself in to police. A 36-year-old Queens man admitted he took the turtle from an environmental center last month. The Connecticut man later handed the turtle over to police after he said he received it in a trade. He's been charged with grand larceny. I'm Alex Stone, ABC News.
Weeds love your garden. They hide near flowers knowing you can't touch them. Now you can with Roundup Weed and Grass Killer with Sure Shot Wand from the Home Depot. A special buy at just $19.97. The protective shield means pinpoint accuracy, so you can target weeds without harming surrounding plants. With Roundup in hand, weeds are in trouble. Roundup Weed and Grass Killer with Sure Shot Wand, just $19.97, now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through August 2nd while supplies last.
Good afternoon. This hour's top story brought to you by Ransom Memorial Hospital, voted a top 100 community hospital by iVantage Health Analytics. Visit ransom.org. Enrollment for elementary students attending Lincoln and Garfield schools is happening now. Parents can visit the school until 6 this evening. The Ottawa American Legion Post 60 Arrows advanced to the American Legion Baseball Mid-South Regional Tournament by capturing the Kansas State title at the Orlis Cox Complex on Sunday. The Mid-South Tournament is in New Orleans. The team will open first-round play this afternoon against Louisiana's champ Desert in Post 366 at 4:30. Arrows coach Brian Long.
The team that we play first is a team out of Louisiana called Pedal Valves, the state champion for their state. They're going to be throwing, from what we were told, a pitcher that's going to Nichols State, which is a Division I school. So got a tough matchup ahead of us with them.
KOFO will carry the game with Wise Guys Construction Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic pregame show beginning at 4:15. Mike Hake will call the game from New Orleans for KOFO. The Lane Fair, known as one of the biggest little fairs in the state, starts tomorrow. Fair coordinator Tess Shoemaker.
We have the quilt show at 5 p.m. That's later in the evening, obviously. The entries for the livestock are from 4 to 7. And then from 3 to 7:30 are the entries for all the inside exhibits. We also have the talent show on Thursday at 7 p.m. And the Central Heights cheerleaders possibly might be there. The cheerleaders and the dancers possibly might be there on Thursday, and we'll also have a petting zoo.
Your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast today: sunshine with a high of 86. Tonight, partly clear, low 66. Tomorrow, a 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms after 1 in the afternoon. Partly sunny with a high of 83. I'm Michael Newman, KOFO News.
Your source for information and entertainment in East Central Kansas. 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
These days, it's weird enough to get on an airplane. It's a little nerve-wracking, even if you don't have a fellow passenger, freaking out during the entire flight, and then doing something really unusual after the plane landed. It happened yesterday. I'll tell you about it in just a few.
Sitting there 6 lane backed up traffic, horns are honking, I've about had it. I'm looking for an exit sign. Gotta get out of here, get it all off my mind. Then like a memory from your grandpa's attic, a song comes slipping through the radio static, changing my mood. A little George Strait in 1982, and it makes me wanna take a back road. Makes me wanna take the long way home. Put a little gravel in my travel, unwind, unravel all night long. Makes me wanna grab my honey, tear down some two-lane country. Who knows? Get lost and get right with my soul. Makes me wanna take a back road. I've been cooped up, tied down, bare, forgotten what a field looks like, full of corn and cotton. If I'm gonna hit a traffic jam, well, it better be a tractor man. I'm so sick and tired of this interstate system. I need a curve and wind, a twisting, dusty path to nowhere. With the wind blowing through my baby's hair, yeah, it makes me wanna take a back road. Makes me wanna take the long way home. Put a little gravel in my travel, unwind, unravel all night long. Makes me wanna grab my honey, tear down some two-lane country. Who knows? Get lost and get right with my soul. Makes me wanna take a back road. Some old back road. Maybe it's the feeling, or maybe it's the freedom. Maybe it's that shady spot where we park the truck when things get hot. Girl, we park the truck when things get hot. And it makes me wanna take a back road. Makes me wanna take the long way home. Put a little gravel in my travel, unwind, unravel all night long. Makes me wanna grab you, honey, tear down some two-lane country. Who knows? Get lost and get right with my soul. Makes me wanna take a back road. Some old back road. Get back with my soul. All I gotta do is take some old back road to the shady spot where things get hot, girl. Way down, way down, way down, some old back road.
A very wise man once said, funny how a melody sounds like a memory. We couldn't agree more.
KOFO 1220, 103.7 FM.
Hey everybody, this is Ronnie Dunn, and here is our worship.
that landed in San Francisco was a little unusual to begin with. There was a teenage boy on the flight. He was acting really anxious and fidgety during the entire flight, so the people around him were already a little on edge. They landed. They were taxiing towards the gate when the teenage boy stood up, popped the emergency door, slid out onto the wing of the plane, and then ran away. Obviously, everybody on the plane thought, okay, why did he want to leave this plane so quickly? What is about to happen? So they had some, low-grade panic on their hands, but the flight crew closed the door. They continued on to the gate. And in the meantime, a construction crew caught the kid and held him for authorities. 17-year-old, he's a U.S. citizen. They haven't released why it is he did what he did, but that would be a flight to tell your family about. KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
On this bus, Keith Urban is sitting right next to Justin Moore. And 2 seats back from Eric Church. And we'll take a ride on their bus next.
It's the Rethink Kitchen and Bath event now at the Home Depot. Time to take your kitchen or bath from shab to chic in very little time and even less money. Start with 40% off semi-custom cabinets with soft closed doors from Home Decorators Collection. With free design services, you'll get them just right. And with shipping in 2 to 10 days, you'll get them right away. Rethink your options during the Rethink Kitchen and Bath event going on now, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Now through September 3rd.
New trends are in. One Big Sales rule. And we've got all your must-haves for back to school. Goodies is having a One Big Sale. This 3-day doorbuster gets you 50% off almost everything in-store and online. It's the perfect way to stock up for back to school. Save on tees, shorts, shoes, and more. The One Big Sale is all day, Friday through Sunday, August 4th to the 6th. And remember, it's tax-free time, so you can save even more. Goodies. What will new bring out in you? Goodies is part of our Stage family. Offer exclusions apply.
A Wendy's Frosty is something special, and for a limited time, a Frosty is just 50 cents. An American classic for a classic price. It's not quite a milkshake, not quite an ice cream cone, it's definitely chocolate or vanilla. That choice is on you. Use a spoon or a French fry. Anything goes. A Frosty makes summer special. Yep, there's nothing quite like a Frosty, and there's nothing quite like this deal. A Frosty for 50 cents. Get yours before this deal melts away.
Small Frosty only at participating Wendy's for a limited time. Offer not valid in Alaska and Hawaii.
Right now at the Home Depot, Ortho Bug Be Gone 32-ounce concentrate, ready to spray, or 10-pound bag is your choice, 2 for just $10. There's no magic to making bugs disappear, but there is Bug Be Gone. It'll knock out over 100 types of insects for fewer pests in your lawn and more money in your pocket. Start your own disappearing act with Ortho Bug Be Gone. Your choice, 2 for just $10, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through August 2nd while supplies last, U.S. only.
Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast.
Don't wait until the heat of summer reminds you to have your air conditioner serviced. Call All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating in Ottawa and schedule an appointment today. 785-242-2602.
Today it's going to be sunny with a high of 86 tonight, partly clear, the low 66. Tomorrow, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 in the afternoon. Partly sunny, the high 83. Tomorrow night, clear with a low of 55. In your extended forecast, Friday sunny with a high of 77. Friday night clear with a low of 56. 82 in Garnet, 83 in Baldwin at the Ottawa Municipal Airport. Winds are out of the northwest at 5. Relative humidity is 51%. Barometric pressure is steady at 30 and 1/10 of an inch of mercury. It's sunny and 82 at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Ned Ledoux.
Forever a cowboy, he defines the word grit.
Ned Ledoux in concert Saturday, September 2nd. Ned Ledoux, son of rodeo cowboy and recording artist Chris Ledoux. Get your tickets today at Ottawa Memorial Auditorium box office, City Hall, online at ticketfly.com for just $15. At the door, $20. Show begins at 7 p.m. with opening act Tyler Gregory. Ned Ledoux in concert. Made possible by Kansas State Bank. Ransom Memorial Hospital, Bartlett and West, professional engineering consultants, and KOFO Radio.
They call her Mother Nature, but sometimes she can behave more like mother-in-law nature. You know what I mean. One minute she's all sunshiny, and the next she's raining holy hail down on you. Fortunately, DIY is here to help with all of her moods. House siding, smart siding, hardy siding, CertainTeed vinyl siding, and Valspar paint. And if you really get on mother-in-law nature's bad side, DIY has Simonton windows and Tamco shingles. DIY, your home base for home and farm equipment. 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive in Ottawa.
KOFO is looking to fill the position of board operator. Some responsibilities include operating control board for studio and remote programming, monitoring on-air programming sound, execute score updates on the KOFO website, the ability to work without close supervision, and flexibility in work schedule. Email your resume to KOFO@KOFO.com, mail to P.O. Box 16, Ottawa, Kansas 66067, or stop by our KOFO studio at 320 East Radio Road. No phone calls, please. KOFO is an equal opportunity employer.
Your source for information and entertainment in East Central Kansas. 1220. And now on 103.7 FM, KOFO.